Ever wondered how your computer talks to other devices? It isn't some form of wizardry, my friends. It's all thanks to a well-organized model known as the OSI, or Open Systems Interconnection Model. Picture it like device's 7-step recipe for communication. It's broken down into 7 components, each playing a crucial part in the dialogue process. From the application component all the way to the physical component, each step is vitally important to ensure buttery smooth communication. Stick around to learn about these 7 steps of the intriguing OSI model. The physical layer marks the first step of the OSI model. This layer primarily deals with the physical aspects such as the network cables and connectors. Essentially, it transforms data into a format that can be conveniently transmitted over a network. You could liken it to the foundation of a building, establishing the base for data transmission. Next up, we have the data link layer in Journey. Visualize it as a vigilant traffic cop in the digital scenario, assuring the smooth flow of data to their destined locations without any interruptions. Intriguingly, it also contains an integral error identification and correction feature. Consider it a meticulous checker, identifying and rectifying any hitches in your data. If it spots any anomalies in your data, say a bit got twisted during transit, it will automatically mend the error akin to a personal editor for your data. The data link layer is also committed to providing dependable data transit. It oversees the data packet traffic, averts congestion in the network, and assures that no data is missed or overlooked. So in essence, the data layer plays the role of a reliable intermediary in the digital communication realm, making certain that no data evaporates in transmission. The third step brings us to the network layer. This layer serves as the GPS for data packets, finding the best path for them to journey from their origin to their destination. Consider the instance of sending a letter. You wouldn't simply toss it into the breeze and hope it finds the right location. Instead, you specifically address it to ensure the postal service knows its exact destination. The network layer does a similar job but with data packets. It scopes out the most efficient path for these packets, steering them from their starting point to their endpoint. Beyond that, the network layer has the task of forwarding these packets, ensuring they reach their destination safely and systematically. The network layer, acting as a GPS for data, guides data packets to their destination. Script section. The next stop in our journey is the transport layer. The fourth spot in the OSI model hierarchy, the transport layer functions like a dependable courier service in the digital domain, guaranteeing the safe and punctual delivery of data packets from their point of origin to their intended destination. This applies whether the data is traversing a local network or being sent halfway around the world. With the transport layer, it's all about trust and efficiency in data transmission. Imagine that you're mailing a letter and you want to ensure it arrives safely at the recipient's address. This is where the transport layer comes into play. Acting like a mail carrier, it delivers your letters, or rather data packets, making sure they're received intact and in sequence. It ensures the quality of service by overseeing aspects like packet sequencing, error checking, and flow control. Flow control is an interesting concept. It works like a traffic light for data, warding off data congestion by regulating the data transmission rate based on the recipient's capacity to receive it. This makes it possible everything from a basic text message to intricate 3D models to be delivered with precision and professionalism. Whether simple or complex, the transport layer handles it all with aplomb, ensuring your data arrives at its destination reliably and efficiently. It truly is the dependable data courier. We find the session layer when arrive at the 5th step of our journey up the OSI model. Just like a skillful puppet master, the session layer takes reign of the communication between applications. It's the one that initiates, oversees, and wraps up connections. Picture it as the invisible force that sets the stage for data exchange, confirms that the right connections are established, and supervises the data exchange to ensure it proceeds without a glitch. Eventually, it closes the event by ending the connection and freeing up system resources for other tasks. Thus, from the initial initiation to the final termination, the session layer, the puppet master of connections, is in control. Almost at the top, we arrive at the presentation layer. This layer is much like a translator, altering data into a form that can be readily understood by the application layer. Picture yourself at a global gathering where myriad languages fill the air. The situation would turn into pandemonium if all tried to converse without a shared language, wouldn't it? This is the exact role the presentation layer plays. Confirms that data transported from the network is converted into a format that the recipient system's application layer can decipher and the other way around. Shifting our focus to another key duty of the presentation layer, it manages data compression and encryption. To streamline data transmission, it shrinks data, diminishing its size. For safety reasons, it codes data to ward off unauthorized intrusion. Therefore, in a nutshell, the presentation layer functions as a conscientious translator and a watchful security guard, facilitating seamless and safeguarded data communication. Presentation layer, the translator of data. At last, we reach the summit, the application layer. This is the seventh and final layer of the OSI model, and it serves a significant purpose in providing network services to the application software. Picture the application layer as a dedicated service desk that ensures the software applications receive what they need for a flawless experience. Now let's dig a bit deeper. Each time you send an email, post a tweet, or stream a video, you're engaging with the application layer. This layer directly interacts with the software applications to exchange data. It offers services such as file transfer, email, and network management, among others. Moreover, the application layer is responsible for identifying communication partners, determining resource availability, and synchronizing communication. In essence, it's the layer that ensures your applications can communicate effectively over the network. The next time you're surfing the internet or messaging, bear in mind, it's the application layer operating diligently behind the scenes. The application layer, the essential link between network services and application software. Having journeyed through the OSI model together, let's briefly summarize our expedition. Initially, we started at the base with the physical layer, the cornerstone of our model, which primarily deals with hardware aspects like electrical impulses, light signals or radio waves, and physical connectors. Moving up, we navigated to the data link layer, the responsible entity for secure and accurate data delivery, much like a traffic cop ensuring an orderly flow. Advancing further, we charted the network layer, functioning as a sophisticated GPS for data, strategizing the best route for data conveyance from source to destination. And that's a quick review of the initial 3 layers of the OSI model, simplifying our comprehension of network communication.